Welcome to another Baka commentary review. In this video will be the three topics that have caught my attention, and I'll give my analysis / impression on it. First thing is, everybody probably has heard about it and probably talked to death, the CrowdStrike bomb, and something that is less known, Microsoft and their reputation with blue screening, and as well as there's an update on the Intel issue. CrowdStrike. Since I'm late, I'll do a quick timeline and then give my analysis on it, and you guys probably already heard what is going on with CrowdStrike. So, first, they pushed an update with their software, and every customer that had their software to order updated resulted in blue screening. As a result, also boot looping, which stopped them from fixing the blue screening by most of the non-technical guys that weren't basically following the manual. You had to go off manual to fix the blue screen of death on the CrowdStrike era. So, what did they end up doing? So they basically ended up going, hey, all your client or your IT department, yeah, here's $10 for whatever for those driver GitHub, Grubhub, or for whatever Uber Eats. It's like, here's $10 to each of your IT department you can use. My ultimate view of this situation is both as an end user and a developer, they have screwed up. But more of the blame falls into the developer, as one, they clearly did not have any quality assurance on their side and be like, hey, is this quality assurance the actual patch we made, or is it actually going to work? But clearly, CrowdStrike, that update did not work. Or, here's the alternative to it. Did they actually have a patch that worked, but they just forgot because someone down the chain in the update just didn't actually give them the real patch and ended up like, hey, didn't check the patch that they were deploying, be like, is it actually the tested patch that we tested for? That is what the problem I considered is at the fault and should be the majority fault of CrowdStrike. Is there minority problem with the client base as well? Yes. The customers did not have a way to test every update. In my experience of doing IT, you have to test every little update. You can't just live deploy, even if it's a slight bug fix and little bit of security update and be like, hey, we can probably deploy this with zero problem. No. This is not acceptable on the client's end. They did not have an IT department that had proper procedure to update deployment, and this has resulted in what I consider the little bit of fault among the CrowdStrike customers. The next problem is, well, similar to CrowdStrike, but not as well known. It is known as Windows and blue screen of death. This is becoming a very, very common issue when you use Microsoft, Windows, and you enable the option of get the patches as soon as they are out. Basically, how this happened is basically Microsoft gutting their quality assurance department and basically fired almost every one of them who really knows what they're doing and has basically went, well, we will do testing, but we'll do it in a lab environment, and actual live hardware testing, well, we're going to give it to our community contributors that we don't pay, and we just give them this special badge and be like, yeah, do our live testing for us. Result, Microsoft internally don't find the problem, or by the time they do find the problem with their contributors, a lot of time it's too late, or Microsoft is, since they're a massive corporation, there isn't enough time to be like, okay, yeah, here's the feedback you do. Yeah, we can't do it this patch, fixing the bugs that you found. We're gonna have to do it the next bug update. We can't update it with this kernel update that we're pushing right now. This is resulting in a lot of people, well, in my opinion, if you run Windows, do not enable this option of get an update as soon as it's out, wait for the updates to come out, and basically wait for more dumbasses to really, the people that have willing to do day one be like, and hopefully, and wait for the bug fixes from Microsoft. And Microsoft, unfortunately, they know this, but they don't want to fix it. One, why? It's going to cost Microsoft more money and resources, which Microsoft has no intention of dumping money into. This is unfortunately a problem that Microsoft probably know and will never ever fix. Now, on to the final topic of this video, which is the Intel update. So, Intel has finally acknowledged the Intel 13th and 14th gen and has officially put out a plan to fix these problems. So, Intel is like, yeah, we acknowledge, these two generation 13 and 14 gen is a problem generation. We have figured out what it's doing, and we will be fixing this fundamentally with a BIOS update, which we will ship to all AIB vendors, all our partners, and we will hopefully this will fix the Intel and 13, 14th gen. And as for some of the problem that is not fixable by this Intel problem, like the degradation beyond saving, or 2, where the memory controller has gone bad, or even the oxidation that Gamers Nexus and a lot of the hardware YouTubers that I've watched have all basically been like, yeah, we can kind of confirm this can be a thing. And also, personally, I just had a few people, sources of mine, actually did come to me and be like, yeah, we had this issue too, and it was pretty bad. So I can say Intel has these problems. And as well, Intel again seemed to be like, okay, we will take care of this problem while you have your warranty. For the customers that are like, once that warranty's out, I do not think Intel will care about the problem. Why? It's not very profitable for probably Intel to use whatever left of their margin and be like, okay, we potentially could be losing money or losing all our margin that we sold you that CPU for. With a few exemptions known as the big OEMs and the massive data centers that have multi-billion-dollar contracts where they'd be like, okay, you guys spend billions on us, or million, and make us good amount of money. Okay, maybe we will do some bend over backwards and help us take a short pain, and in the long term really make bank on your multi-billion-dollar contract later on. Those guys seem to be the only person that Intel will support 13, 14 gen on the long term, and in the short term, it's basically, if your 3-year warranty is up, well, you're out of luck. If you're within the 3-year warranty and these problems happen, well, you're in luck. But that's it for my analysis and impression of the 3 topic of the video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As well as, if you like these videos, do typical like, subscribe, share to get more people to be aware of these videos. And I'll see you guys in the next video.